Hey guys, we're going to give you a tour of our mowing equipment, what we use here throughout the summer. The weather's changed, it's April now, the grass is growing. We're getting ready to head out to service some customers. But before we do, I want to show you the tools that we use here to get lawns looking nice and striped and neat and orderly. This combination equipment works real well for light commercial use. We have here a Walker model MT 48-inch. It has the GHS system, which basically cuts and bags as you mow. Both these mowers we have are zero turn. But this mower, out of any mower, does the nicest job for bagging. If you want to stripe up a yard, collect all the clippings in a nice neat hopper, this is the machine you want. These new are pushing $20,000. I bought this one 10 years ago used, and we just take care of our equipment, service anything, replace anything that breaks. I like to keep my machines in top working order. This year we did a number of things to get this up into shape. We have a 20-horse Kohler engine, which drives everything by belt. There's a built-in blower that sucks the grass up into this hopper. This thing will bag practically wet grass. You won't find a better bagging mower than these Walkers, and they've been often imitated, but there's still only one Walker. And then we have here, we carry all stihl handhelds. We have two Model 94R trimmers, one being a KM unit, and we have a 131 KM. This gives us plenty of all-day commercial power for cutting the heaviest of weeds to the lightest of trimming. Very dependable, nice, lightweight machine. And we have here a Ferris Model 700. Has a 27-horse Briggs 61-inch cut. This model is not one of their higher-end units. It's a semi-suspension unit. It has a front pivoting axle, but it's by far the nicest riding mower I've ever ran out of many models, including Exmark, Hustler. There's a lot of good manufacturers out there. What sold me on this machine is the suspension. When you're in the seat for 6, 7, 8 hours a day, it really makes a difference at the end of the day, your comfort, how hard your back's taking a hit on the seat. This machine also has a very plush seat. They put a nice thick cushion plus a suspension seat. It really does a good job of taking out the heavy hits when you're riding on these things. This has been a very good machine. This is our 3rd year for this machine. We have almost 400 hours, 378 hours, and it hasn't really given us a bit of problem yet. Very good running machine. I would recommend a Ferris to anybody. Simple fact for the comfort. It does give a good cut though. It has a great cut on the mower deck, even in wet grass. And here we have a Honda mulching side discharge mower we use, self-propelled. We use this for areas that we can't get anything else on, including steep embankments. Does a real good job. We don't really bag much grass with these. We just need a mower to cut and do a nice job at striping up a small lawn. And then we have a 16-foot Lamar trailer. I've had this here for a number of years. If you're interested in the trailer, check out Lamar trailers. They're a very good brand. The worst thing that's happened on it is the tires wear out, because we do a lot of tight maneuvers with this trailer. But other than that, it's been a great trailer. This is our lawn setup that we use, and we're going to take you along on a couple jobs, show you how we do it.
At this point, I realized there was a problem in the steering of the unit. I could not make turns well. I was sliding, going all over the place, and I was getting pretty upset. I thought the wheels had a little bit too much air in them, so we took them back down to the trailer after I got done and put some air out. But when we got to the other yard, the left wheel was way too tight, and we adjusted it, and I think there's a problem inside with the bearings. We're gonna have to rip that apart over the weekend and see what's the problem, but really appreciate you guys checking out this video, especially if you watch the whole way to here. We're trying, we're just getting back into the groove of grass cutting, so as we get more comfortable with our route for the year, we'll start recording more video. I would again like to say thank you for all the subscribers. And believe it or not, I just got a text message from my boss. That's what you heard. And he says, found a reason why the wheel was bad locking up. Lower ball bearing was bad. So I'm sure he's taking care of that right now, and by the morning it will be ready to go. But again, thank you guys. Appreciate you so much. Keep watching. Alright guys, let's go over the importance of having the proper air in your tires, air pressure. I was all over the place back there, slipping and sliding. What do you say?
Yeah, most people will inflate their drive tires too hard, too much air pressure. All your control in that machine is on your drive tires. So having a lower air pressure will give you better footprint. It spreads the bottom of the tire out wider so that the tire will grip maximum to the ground. Grass already in itself is very slippy, especially when it's wet. If you're on any kind of a grade, these things, they got to have the most traction you can get. Now you can't have it too low, because you get on a hill, you get too low a tire pressure, then your tire will flex too much and you could run the tire right off the rim. But I'd recommend a much lower rating than what the manufacturer. You never go by maximum air pressure of the tire. That's just so they can inflate it and seal the bead. You have to play around with it a little bit, see where it works best for you. I've also, on other machines, I've actually made weights on the back to counterbalance the machine better. Sometimes the deck there's too much weight on the front casters. Balance is everything on a zero turn for control on hills. That's why a lot of people complain they won't get on a hill with them. But we've got on real steep stuff with confidence if the machine's set up correctly.